What's up, everybody? It's Breakdown 2. It's our second episode for you guys that listen to The Hype. The Hype will be back next week, but we got the breakdown this week. We're going to bring in a legend of the industry, Chris Keller from Top Shelf, will be joining us here in a few minutes. We'll discuss everything football, getting ready for the 2025 season. Elite and Luminance has already been out, but where do you go as a collector with Jackson Dart, Cam Ward autos maybe not being existent in any product? So we're going to discuss that. We got some great news and tidbits. The Nationals this week. We got our party. Chris is going to be one of our celebrity judges. Man, it's a great time in this hobby just to hear everything that's coming out of the National, the silver packs, the gold packs, everything these companies are doing. The Breaker Pavilion, which we're going to be in. So come see us at the Breaker Pavilion, as well as Chris will be in the Breaker Pavilion as well. But I got a really important question for you guys before we get into the hobby talk. Did you guys watch Happy Gilmore 2 yet?
Yeah.
I got about halfway through.
Oh, I saw the whole. I actually went in with pretty low expectations, and that was actually pretty good. I give it like a 6.5 out of 10.
All right.
That's kind of what I'm hearing. It's funny that people always expect it to be better than it's never going to be better.
Well, actually,
any sequel is never. There's very few times that a sequel is better.
I was
than the first
having
one.
this conversation. I don't know how well the first one would be received if it came out today. I don't know if it aged well enough. If it came out, people would be like, that movie's dumb. So I think overall, I think Adam Sandler did a pretty good job. I do like when you said the intro for the breakdown, you said breakdown 2, like it's the sequel to the breakdown 1.
Yeah, exactly. So we got to talk about Happy Gilmore 2.
So next week it'll be the breakdown 3. It'll be the trilogy.
We're talking sequels. Yeah.
We're talking sequels.
Yeah, and like Fast and Furious, we're going like what 200-300 episodes, 300 movies that they have a Fast and Furious now.
That's right.
How many Fast and Furious?
2 breakdown, 2 Furious. That's going to be next week's episode.
It's a kind of a good name.
Yeah, it is.
It's kind of a good name. We might have to change it.
I'm feeling the pressure of episode 400 for the Hype, though. I got to say that. I'm feeling like, how do we top it? What do we do? I almost feel like when we get back, I'm not going to be ready for it.
We'll find a way.
It's a lot of pressure.
I got it. We're gonna do the 999 challenge.
Oh, jeez.
That's what we'll do for 400.
How does that even work if we're not in the middle of a baseball game?
We're gonna have to time it to where we can put a baseball game on.
Fair enough.
And we're gonna have to do.
How about we break a case and every box has to have a beer and a hot dog done, like a nine boxes of something.
How can? I hopefully it's gonna be something like Flagship. But
Dynasty.
No, I like the idea of that. That's what we're gonna do. 999 challenge.
Okay, what's
nine silver sodas, 9 hot dogs.
Well,
9 innings.
And we got some great comments on the first one, the first breakdown. You guys could find the video versions on the Sports Card Nonsense Network, as well as collectibles on SI as well. So, but I like the feedback that we got on the first show. There was some questions. We're actually gonna bring some questions in later in the show as well. From the comments on the YouTube video. But if you guys have any episodes for the episode 400, I mean, crazier the better. I'd put them comments below. Maybe I'll give somebody a box if they have a great enough idea. But speaking of Dynasty, Nick Carter of Backstreet Boys is he's opening up cards. And he pulled a certified banger, what these kids call it these days, or Mojo. I know they say Mojo, even though we have
that box break right there was a movie.
Yeah,
are we still using that?
But here he is with his son, pulling a 1-of-1 Dynasty logo, man. Mike Trout.
Of Mike Trout.
Mike Trout. And, they look like two happy people after opening that box. But you head down to the comments, and you already know what's happening. And this is the breakdown where we talk about breaks, we talk about cards, and we analyze some of these things. But the comments are absolutely like... LOL, effing celebrity with the 1-on-1 pull. Nothing but celebrities and pro breakers with this S. I mean, good for the kid.
Ooh, pro breakers.
Yeah. Are we pro breakers?
I don't know, but
we'll have to ask.
I didn't know there was pro breakers and amateur breakers.
There might be. Happy for him. Don't get me wrong. I like how there's like the backpedaling in the middle of the statement. Like, I'm going to be super angry, but don't get me wrong. I'm happy for him. But normies have no shot in this hobby anymore. And,
normies?
Yeah. Can we? How do we classify?
I don't even know what. I mean, look, we'll get into it, but the thing that always goes to my mind is, who do you like? People have to buy into breaks. Customers are buying into breaks. You know, it's not just, well, here it is. Here's my 12 cases that I'm going or whatever. My big giant 12 case break, all for me, and you are all going to watch and revel in this in all my winnings. So ha ha ha.
But
That's not how it works.
Let me ask you this: you're not a normie if you're buying Dynasty, though, right?
No, I don't know.
It's also such a short print run on that product that every case, every 5-box case is generally going to have a 101.
Yeah, the cards are only serial numbered to 10 at max anyway.
So,
right?
It's could we be happy for Nick Carter?
He wanted it that way.
Look, it's a great photo. He's got his kid in there. His kid's enjoying getting his kid into the hobby. People are going to be like, yeah, but who can afford Dynasty? What kid can afford Dynasty? But what's he supposed to do? He likes it. He likes Dynasty.
He likes Dynasty, and obviously we're breakers, so people are gonna be like, well, it's easy for you guys to say you guys are breakers. It's like
we didn't get that much Dynasty.
I didn't open any boxes for myself. That's all breaks and customers that bought into breaks. But I almost feel like you need to be qualified to buy Dynasty to have an opinion on it. Like if you were just going in and you're buying like Series 1 and you get mad at somebody pulling a Dynasty and you were never going to buy a $2,500 box or whatever it is now, like you got to be qualified to make that comment. Be like, I bought 10 cases and I didn't get it. I guarantee most of these commenters did not buy any Dynasty. Plus, when somebody does go in a shop and they pull like a $50,000 card and they don't have an Instagram or a Twitter account, we're not seeing those polls like circulating through Collectibles Guru or Tops. They're not posting those. There's probably a lot of customers in shops getting cards or people getting their mail day from breaks that are posting it. They're not really getting circulated. So it's like the appearances that breakers are pulling all these cards. But in fact, most of the media that's out there, because we're self-promoting, breakers are self-promoting. So they're getting out there from our social medias, but like said customer who maybe has, 400 followers, he's probably not getting a lot of traction on his in-store pulls. It's just, simple as that. But I think
there was another video floating around. I don't know if it was Nick Carter, but it was also somebody from the Backstreet Boys. Very well could have been Nick Carter. That was actually opening up the box like before going on stage. Was that so? Like maybe they were sent a case, or maybe they went and purchased a case from their local, card shop in Las Vegas, and there's a handful of them. There's a couple shops in Vegas.
Should be, yeah. And I'm a conspiracy enthusiast, but it's like it's at some point we can't be like every time a card comes out from a celebrity, we can't be like, oh, Michael Rubin sent him the box. It's like just stop buying cards then. Move on, right? We talked about pro breakers. I think it's time to bring in Chris Keller, the legend. He's a pro breaker from Top Shelf Breaks. Chris.
Why? Can you see me?
He's a pros pro.
I am a professional.
Pros pro.
I'm not a legend, though, like you guys, so that's...
No, you're a legend. You're a legend.
No, my friend.
Oh, you're a legend.
Oh, boy, stop.
You're a legend.
I'm a legend after midnight with you guys, but as far...
You got legend moves like putting mustard on pizza.
Oh, yeah.
That's a legendary move.
I guarantee you there's listeners of yours and customers that put pizza on mustard.
Pizza on mustard?
Doug's frozen.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I do put mustard on.
Well, Doug froze up.
People are saying, I know.
Shoot came up.
I don't think we froze on this end. Are we good, Cody?
I'm having a little bit of connection issue right now.
Did we not pay the bill?
No. Well,
no.
We're good now.
Oh, okay.
I think the term is buffering. So you look like this. It was awesome.
That's the image I want on my headstone too when I pass. Is that one? That's the one.
It's actually going to be the screensaver for the booth at the National.
Yeah,
yeah.
No QR
Mustard?
code, no nothing.
Let's
get back to the mustard and pizza because it buffered. So I'm saying I bet there's listeners and customers of yours who definitely have dipped their pizza in mustard. I don't know.
We should make this a poll. We should post.
Cody, what do you think?
You might be rolling solo on that.
Never done it. Wouldn't be opposed to it. depending on the pizza. Yeah, I don't know. I'm willing to try new things. Why not?
I need my Central Pennsylvania peeps.
Yeah.
So basically what I do is every time I'm eating pizza and mustard, I send these guys pictures and then they just Photoshop out the mustard.
And I'm a mustard
It's
fan.
much
Like I
better.
said, I have mustard on my cottage cheese almost every morning. these days.
That's weird. That's
weird,
that's
good.
weird too.
Great.
Yeah. Oh, man, that's definitely more weird than putting in your pizza and a little bit of
I
mustard.
mean, so what about ketchup and cottage cheese?
No.
No. Mustard
weird.
though. Mustard. That's
And then
I
if
think
you
he's
have
making
your
that up.
egg a little over easy, kind of runs into the cottage cheese and mustard. It kind of blends right in.
I don't like runny eggs.
Ah,
Runny eggs is disgusting.
I like any type of eggs.
I'm sure cottage cheese and mustard is far and away weirder and more strange than dipping your pizza in a little bit of mustard like a soft pretzel.
We got to make a challenge. We got to ask. See what
I'm
the people-
for sure.
We're gonna put a poll up, and we got to give something away. Maybe whoever's on team mustard.
I have a whole bunch of these. These are Leaf Collective proof pack 101s.
Are those solo packs? What are those?
Oh, these are going to be at the National.
How did you get them so quick? You got Brian Gray? Got the hookup?
Oh,
Nope.
Brian Gray is not a part of Leaf anymore.
Hey, forever part of it.
We got a bunch of them.
Ooh, look at that.
How was it?
You just purchase from Leaf. You get, I got 8 Cam Ward autos too. Because I
Nice.
bought cases of Collective and you get like for every $200 you spend or 300, you get a Cam Ward auto. So a couple cases, they're like 8 Cam Ward autos.
And
I heard you talking about Cam Ward.
Yeah, we're going to talk about Cam Ward. Maybe you get the Leaf ones. Maybe that's an option. But how was the National? You're there early. It's Monday as we're recording this. What's it like? What's the vibe right now as everybody's setting up?
Well, it's a Monday, so all the big giant corporate booths are still hammering away, quite literally hammering away. I will just say this. This is, for me, the 10th year in the Breaker Pavilion, which means it's the 10th year for you guys too. My question is, was that year, I think it was 2015, was that the first year for the Breaker Pavilion? Do you remember that?
No, we
No.
sat out
Chicago.
one. I want to say, was Baltimore first?
No, it was Cleveland.
Okay, so it was a year before then, maybe
It was-
like 2014 or so?
2014.
Okay.
It was Cleveland. I was there. Doug wasn't there, but I remember there was a hand. It definitely it's evolved into
That's what I'm saying. So in 2015, it was here in Chicago, and it was the first year that I set up distributors back then. Everybody, they would basically give you a table because you purchased from them throughout the entire year, and you probably bought various cases of things, and they gave you a booth. They gave you a table. You paid nothing for it. You just set up there. Well, it was in Chicago, and I remember us goofing around. I didn't know you guys. I was new. I was brand new to the hobby in under 1 year. You guys are all buddies with, all the other breakers. And I was like, wow, man, I'm just like on this island. But you guys, I tell you this all the time, were so kind, so generous, so inclusive. You know what I mean? And that's how our friendship started. But my point was we would goof around saying, nobody's coming over here. They're like, what is a breaking pavilion? What are you doing over there? Do you remember that? Because the main hall,
There
the
was
National
probably-
was.
I thought they were going to go to a breakdance competition.
Yeah,
They were let down when they just saw a bunch of us opening up cards.
it's true. That was 10 years ago. And so my point you're asking about today, these corporate booths are easily $250,000 or more, in my opinion, based on what they're building. I mean, it is basically each of them have their own little city. I'm talking Heritage, talking Golden, we're talking eBay, who seems to have the biggest space on the floor. And then the Breaker Pavilion itself, I did take some video. I'll put it out on Instagram, but Whatnot basically built a stadium with stadium seating and an actual stadium environment.
Wow.
And the whole wall is, monitor, 2 big giant. It's incredible. It's absolutely incredible.
If you didn't go last year, it looks like a sports book of breakers, screen wise on the big thing. I don't know how they outdo themselves. I mean, at some point, I think they're going to just have hologram breakers there or something. They're every year they giving away a Cybertruck last year. They had this massive screen. It's and then they continue to try to top themselves. It's I think
the
they're gonna run out of
Tesla, I think the
ideas.
Cybertruck was supposed to be in the building last year, but they couldn't put it in the
They're
building.
bringing it in.
That's why it was
fire risk.
that's why it was right outside the building.
Now it's just a meet and greet with Elon Musk. I think that's what it's gone to.
Have you I think it's in Southern California, but they have the Tesla diner, Doug. Are you going to go check that out?
Probably not.
No.
I mean, I don't want to have to charge like 2 times before I get there to take my Tesla over there. Maybe I might.
No.
Be like,
take your gas car.
Okay, take a gas car.
You can still. I think you can still get into the diner if you don't have a Tesla.
Ooh, I don't know, man.
Kind of weird though.
Take the thing that's tried and true for the last 100 years.
Yeah,
combustible. Yeah, combustible engine.
All right, I agree. I have an electric car.
One of each.
And I have a gas car, and I like the gas car.
I'm torn. I'm also older. I just don't like the idea of having to charge my vehicle. It's just weird.
As long as you take it, your city driver. That's it. You got to go get groceries. You got to go to the mall. I mean, you got about 250 miles before you have to charge. So
yeah, don't take it to Yosemite.
I go a whole week, you know what I mean? And I don't have to recharge. And I have a charger at home. So I like it's a gas station anymore. I haven't been to a gas station in like 3 years.
You still have a gas car?
Well, when I'm filling up my wife's car, yes.
So 100% you've been to a gas station.
Didn't know they exist.
Here's the thing.
You have to go in and talk to the attendant and be like, I don't understand how you do this.
They caught me putting the diesel in there. Like, what are you doing? I'm like, I don't know how to use
Well,
this
I mean, if
you can't do that because that's a thicker handle.
You wouldn't be able to pump your own gas anyway.
I don't like taking the time to get gas, which is 5 minutes? I just don't. I hate it. It drives me nuts. I hate stopping to get gas. So I can't imagine what it must be like to have to stop and charge your vehicle for 45 minutes. What do you do?
That's why it's a city driver. That's why you're picking up the kids from events. You're from school. That's your thing. If you're going on a long,
and you have it at the house too.
Yeah,
charger.
Exactly.
And they have it in grocery stores.
It does save money. It does save money on gas compared to electricity. So depending on what city you're in. But let's talk some trading cards.
I thought we were going to talk about cards and sports and stuff.
Oh, we go off on so many tangents.
Talk about cards. Now the Nationals coming up. A lot of people are going to be talking about cards. Don't even talk about cards.
But
Nationals going to be next level.
The 101 Ohtani and Judge gold dual logo man at Chrome was pulled. That's off the list. Is the product going to go down now, guys? Is the biggest chase pulled?
I don't know.
We can expect boxes to go down half price now.
Let's check in our inventory. How much Chrome do we have before I answer that?
Yeah, exactly. How much do you have to go through yet? Did they put where that's from? I'm trying to read it.
Yeah, it said it was from Cuyahoga Falls, Ohio. All pros sports cards. Shout out.
Very nice. It's just a pet peeve of mine. If you get a card like that, you might want to put your logo in it, or is that just me being a brand whore? Like somehow,
just
a little tiny, not
saying cutting your logo out though. We've experienced that, huh, Cody?
Oh, that's what they're doing. Okay,
yeah. So
makes sense.
They did credit them on the. Twitter.
I see. Yeah, I see what they do there because that would get out of control. Then it would just be like the same dudes all the time and brand logos and everything. So
yeah. So it looks like the 101's been pulled. I mean, what do we think, Chris? I'll put you on the spot. What do you think this card goes for if it goes to Golden or Fanatics Collect tomorrow?
I'm bad at values, but I heard you guys talking about this the other podcast the other day about who would like it if you're a Judge collector or an Ohtani collector. I don't know. I'm not good at values. 100,000, 150,000.
That's what I would think too, but I have a sneaky feeling that this is going to be like a $500,000 card.
Stop it! I'm leaving. That's ridiculous.
Because Caitlin Clark's flawless logo woman is like 660,000 right now.
That was no, not right now. It's already ended.
Oh, it did.
The flawless ended at 660, which I said there was going to be 20 to 30 six-figure cards that come out of that Caitlin Clark product.
Yeah.
I think I'm right. But I didn't think there was going to be a card that was going to be over $500,000.
Crazy. What's the Immaculate going for? Did that end or is that still
that one? That one's probably. I'm going to say because of the flawless, I'm going to say like 350 to 400. I do believe that this card, even though I don't love. I actually, me as a collector, I would prefer it just to be the one player as the duel.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't love that, but I still think because there was so much marketing behind it, it's probably $500,000.
I mean, how long do you think that's going to last? That kind of stuff. Like, I mean, is it just somebody with a lot of money that has that kind of money to spend and just will buy it?
Or it's somebody who has at least $500,000.
Obviously. But $500,000 is somebody who has 500 million of them.
You would hope. You would hope they don't have 501.
$516,000 to their name. I'll take that card.
Cody, we got an official.
The Immaculate with 12 days to go.
What?
It's sitting at 180,000.
Why does it have 12 days?
I don't know why they
like
let
30-day auctions at Golden. Dude.
Yeah,
30-day
30-day
auction.
Yeah, 17 bids on it, 180,000 with 12 days left.
It'll end at like 300,000.
Yeah, it's not going to reach the flawless heights, but yeah, I mean, it's probably going to be in the 275 to 300 probably.
It's a crazy time we're in, Chris, because like I feel like almost every single release we have, somebody is talking about 6-figure cards.
Yeah.
Where you go back 5 years ago, 10 years. I mean, 10 years ago, you didn't talk about 5-figure cards coming out of new products.
You didn't even talk about $20,000, $30,000 cards, basically.
No, we'd be excited. We're like, this card was $500.
$500.
Yep.
$500 gets a boom, have a little soundboard, get a little graphics. I mean, granted, I heard that those just started coming around in 2018, 2019.
Yeah. Yep.
But hey,
yeah.
maybe I dreamt that everybody was using that type of stuff before.
Probably. We're on Fantasy Island. Probably. Saying, "Hey, boss, to plane." But
Shoot came up.
Shoot came up.
I think Chris has a song. You're debuting your new hit single for us. Is that?
Yes, I did. I made some calls, called in some friends from the old music business back in the day, producers, some engineers, a rapper, a couple different people. I said, look, Mojobreak celebrating 15 years
What?
in this hobby. 15 years. Who would have thunk?
Yeah,
We're here, dude.
I wouldn't have thought.
15
Truly,
years.
rookies to legends. I don't know what's after legends, but
Still
you're
rookies,
you're true legends in this industry.
Rookies to like journeyman vets.
Yeah.
To, just trying to hang on the 40-man roster at this point.
Yep.
Just
Well, you guys have definitely
builder that can basically give you a solid 220, couple home runs.
mhm.
I can play.
Like Matt Stairs, I'd say.
That's a little difficult to fit into a rap song, but I mean,
It doesn't roll off the tongue.
rookies to legends sounds good. But like I said earlier, it's not just with me relationship wise. You guys have great relationships with basically everybody in the hobby. You're just so genuine. You're so authentic. You're so inclusive. That's a very strong. You're very inclusive. Like there's no like this guy's from here or there. Like even back in the day when people are like, "Who's the new people coming into the hobby?" You didn't care. You wanted to help. You wanted to embrace the new people. And that's just how you guys have been, and I appreciate that. For me personally,
We still feel that way.
yeah.
We still want to embrace everybody that comes in.
hmm
Grow it together. The hobby's a community.
Yeah.
And but see, people say that, but they don't act it. And you guys actually put that into action. And you run a great organization over there. You've been a mentor for me when I first started, believe it or not, and seeing you guys and what you're doing and the way that you were doing things and pushing the envelope with technology. And, C-Rad was a big part of growing Mojobreak and all of you all together. And it's just been cool. So I called out, made some calls, put some things together.
How did you get Diddy to record? That's what I want to know. I mean,
Well, he got out.
now, so.
He got out. He was available. He was available.
Yeah. Phone's probably not ringing off the hook right now.
No.
I believe this is a banger, guys. I mean, I've been in the music business for a long time, and I have very good ears.
I'm excited.
I was known for having good ears. Like I could hear a hit, and I've listened to this damn thing like literally 30 times. So make sure you pump up your volume and get ready for the world hobby premiere. Mojobreak. Shoot came up hobby premiere.
Nice.
Yo, Mojobreak in the building, 15 years deep. Dan Doug, from shoot came up to the hype. Let's crack some wax. Hey, started back in the day, through collectors with a dream, ripping packs, stacking hits, now they run the whole scene. Dan rockin' Rams blue, Doug bleeds red and gold. When that wax gets cracked, they're both solid gold. Tops and Panini, the sound of the rip. All those patches, that chrome card drip. What they build ain't luck, it's hustle and love. 15 years strong, man, give it up. Shoe came up. That's the rally cry from a small shop grind to a brand that flies. Hit after hit with the hype on blast. Mojobreak, legends built to last. Raise that Coors Light bands, tap in the Rockies. Doug's calling 5 and the Bulls get cocky. 15 years of breaks that are up. Say it loud one time. Shoe came up.
Nice. Wow.
And there you have it.
Holy crap.
Oh my
Wow.
god,
That was,
that is amazing.
Yeah.
I think that might be our come out song.
I think so. I think
That is a banger, dude.
a
banger.
Who's the
Shoot
artist on that?
came up. That's Chris Keller Productions.
Nice.
No, it's AI.
Is it?
Yeah. Partially. I mean, I did it. I put a lot of time into it.
Dude, that
But
is
Nowadays you can piecemeal different things together, and that's what it
Well, I
came
love
out.
how it goes like rap. It's like a little Linkin Park in a sense, or
Mhm.
like From Ashes to New, which
Yes.
is a band I like, and it's like it has that like flair. Dude, I'm
And
like,
the hook with Shoe came
blown
up.
away now with what you can do with AI. Like that's crazy.
It's nuts.
I mean
well, Timbaland is like I think coming out with his first AI record as like a producer, and I mean
It is because it's you definitely have it's like AI. I don't mess around with it too much. I really don't. But I was like, I want to make some songs. I did one for Sports Card Nonsense as well for them, and it was a different vibe. But you have to pick kind of the vibe that you want of it and
Yeah.
the lyrics,
Yeah,
and it will mess up.
There's a lot of like production and creativity that still goes into it.
There is.
Yeah.
But it's amazing how it brings it together. Like, how did that dude's voice? Like, how does it know to pick that guy's voice? And he's hitting the beats and the rhythms. It's just, it's
right on,
really
yeah.
cool.
I would have never guessed. You could have been like, oh yeah, local rapper,
I did.
or something, and I'd be like,
Knuckles?
man, I don't know, I just got the dumb.
Well, I did preface it.
finance or something.
Chi-Town's finest Knuckles.
Yeah.
I did say I called out my friends and we put together. We were in the studio and it took us a while, but we came up with this song.
That's
So
that's
I
rad.
sent it to you on MP3, so you guys can use it however.
Oh
And
yeah, that's how I
wherever
think,
you
I
want.
think you're gonna open the party with that, dude.
I would say put it in your headphones and rock it in the car. It's really it's a banger.
It's a banger.
That's a banger. That's a certified.
good
I don't even know
times.
why I'm recording over karaoke tracks. I just need to go on that and just record the songs, dude.
There you
That's-
go.
That's phenomenal, dude.
So the party's going to be fun, right?
yeah.
Party is gonna be dope.
Thursday, guys, there's still some spots available. So if you want to come Thursday, July 31st, if you're already in Chicago, we're at the hotel that connects right to it. It's from 6 to 9. We're doing free breaks. We got raffle prizes, like some good ones. We're having a karaoke contest where Chris will be a judge alongside Mike Gio and Wee Man. So it's going to be a fun event, and it's going to be a party, a big, massive.
Always is. Glad to be part of it. You guys are awesome.
Definitely, we have.
Is Coors Light there?
Funny you brought that up. I actually was
Shane's
just
in charge, right?
Shane's in charge,
Okay.
and there is beer.
Yeah.
There's no Coors Light. I might. There's no Coors
Let's
Light.
smuggle some in. That's okay.
I might have to bring in, a 6-pack of silver sodas.
For sure. It would not be the same. I'll bring the Coors Light. I'll bring the silver bullets.
I think there's Bud Light, but Bud Light's not Coors Light.
Okay.
But I will be having a couple Coors Lights in the next. I don't know how long. How long are we going to be there? 5 days?
What day are you arriving? Wednesday.
6 days.
No. I'm getting Tuesday to Sunday.
I'm Wednesday to
That's
Sunday.
5. That's 5 days, right?
So you'll be here tomorrow.
I will be here. Tomorrow night. I think I land at like 5.
Dope.
I like leave. I leave the Bay Area at like 8 o'clock in the morning. So it's a full travel day.
Let's get into some football talk. I know, Chris, you do a lot of football.
I do. I love football. That's the best.
You're always doing the latest and greatest. Have you had a chance to break any Elite or Luminance yet?
Yeah, both of them.
Awesome.
Both of
What do you think? I haven't actually physically got to see him. I've seen him in the shop. I haven't had a chance to break him yet. But what do you think? And if you were to pick, coming into the 2025 season, we've got Cam Ward, we've got Travis Hunter, and we have a few other Jackson Dart. What did you think about these early products being Luminance and Elite?
One of the most famous breaker terms ever in the world. Not bad. You know what I'm saying? It's not bad. We did pull the Travis Hunter on card. I think it's called First Day Issue or something out of the Luminance, I believe,
Okay.
which was really, really nice. They do look good when you get, but see, the Luminance product, it's a large portion of the cards look kind of like how you don't want them to look. They don't look that great, but then you'll get a few of the inserts or the short prints that look incredible. And I always wondered, why can't you just make the whole product like that?
Right. Yeah, I don't know if I'm a big fan of like the name, the like the kind of like the cursive looking name, like we're seeing on
and
the
the text.
Travis Hunter, and they've done that for years. It's kind of signature Luminance. I think my money, I'd go with Elite personally. I think if you're looking at it as value long term, if you're going to pick one of these two products that are out right now,
No, for sure, no doubt.
on Elite, but I mean, there's definitely
Value-wise.
for Luminance.
I think it's
But
called
Elite-
Pen Pals. Pen Pals are in that.
Elite has pen pals.
Yeah. Dual sign too.
Yep.
I think. Well, that text you were talking about, Doug, is oh my gosh, it was a bold basketball product back in the Shaq days that came out. That's kind of the text that they used on it. I can't remember what the hell it's called now.
I know. What you're
Never
talking
mind. Gosh darn it. Not Stadium Club. It was something else. Shaq rookies but that's what it reminds me of. Like
Was it
90s.
Fleer Ultra?
it is Fleer Ultra. That's exactly it.
Yeah.
Did you just pull that out of the sphere or did someone give you a tip in your ear?
No. I just this is
Off
what
the
I
dome.
this is
what
what
you
I
do?
for a living.
There you go. It's
I
the
look
Fleer
at,
Ultra.
look at sports cards.
Good job.
I mean, I did notice Luminance does have a few Mahomes autos that I noticed on eBay.
They do.
They were, if you're looking at the Chiefs and breaks, might be a good chance to try to chase Mahomes, get some value there. But you're looking at most of the autographs are available from Panini's side. If you're new to the hobby, Topps has some of the players signed to exclusive. Panini has the rest of them. So you're not. What it looks like early on is you're not going to get any Cam Ward or Jackson Dart autos out of any Panini products. You'll still get their rookie cards. You'll still get their Prism when Prism comes out, Optic. You'll still have those downtowns, kabooms. You'll still be able to chase all those. But as far as an auto or an on-card auto, we will not see a licensed Jackson Dart Cam Ward. And there's also rumors circulating, and I know, and this is allegedly, that Topps will not have any 2025 football products. And if you look at the blowout calendar, there's nothing on there for Topps, so kind of adds a little bit more fuel to the fire.
How could they? Why would they?
Huh?
How could they and why would they? Is my question. Listen,
The rumor that I've heard, and like once again, don't quote me or put me out on social media and clip this, guys, is that the licensing, when you have an NFL license, you could use the Players Association.
Yeah.
When you don't have the Players Association license and you're making a product, you're only allowed to have 4 active players in products.
oh yeah.
And there was a few products last year that had quite a bit more, like Topps Chrome, Resurgence. There was, not just Jaden Daniels. There was like your Cooper DeJeans and your lower level. You're talking about the crap Rams. You got the Fiske autos and the Jared Verse autos.
It's Fisk. It's Braden Fisk. I know there's an E at the end, but not Fiske.
Fiske, getting frisky with Fiske. But so that's the rumor going around that they were told, hey, you got to set out 2025 from the PA. Can't confirm nor deny those rumors, but I'm waiting for some tidbit of news that, hey, Topps Chrome's coming out, and here's Jackson Dart and Cam Ward. Here's some visuals of those autographs, and we haven't seen that yet.
So what I think the workaround will be, though, is you'll probably see Cam Ward and Jackson Dart in other products like baseball. They'll be inserted into baseball.
like
products.
Allen and Ginter Jackson Darts,
or like Dynasty.
Jackson Darts.
Dynasty had Stroud and Wemby.
Yep.
So I think if that is the case, and there is truth to what you're saying, I think you're still going to get an opportunity to get Cam Ward and Jackson Dart autos. It's just going to be in potentially some.
That's very polarizing, though, for collectors when they do that, when they put football players in baseball products or put Wemby in.
Yeah, and I think it's out of necessity, and I
Yeah.
I don't know how much that adds to the value of the product. I don't know if I mean it adds something. I mean, people were definitely people were going to buy Dynasty because they wanted to rip Dynasty. But if they hit a Wemby auto out of it, they're not going to be bummed that they hit a Wemby auto.
Yeah.
No, you're going to be excited and it's going to be cool.
I do think it really depends on how the player is performing and when the product comes out. If Jackson Dart is not even starting, I don't know if that's going to be something that the collector community really wants.
But if he's out there throwing darts,
then yeah, I guess.
Well, him and Cam Ward are buddy. Dan was out there at the Panini thing. Remember, they were together like all the time, challenging each other.
I mean, I think without a doubt, like Cam Ward's the guy in Tennessee. Especially, I mean, Will Levis is out for the year. I guess he's having surgery, so he's out. So Cam Ward's going to be the guy. Now, Jackson Dart, they have Russell Wilson, right? They also have Jameis Winston. It's kind of a crowded veteran quarterback room. I don't know if Jackson Dart really plays this year.
Yeah, I'm sure the goal with his low draft status is to play eventually and be the franchise quarterback. But you're right. I mean, the safer bet is to get a little Russell Wilson.
I mean, you got a future Hall of Famer like Russell Wilson out there slinging the the
with a
future Hall of Famer.
rocket arm.
Future Hall of Fame, without a doubt. I think Chris gets it. Chris knows ball.
Do you know who I really enjoyed watching at the Panini thing? This I think you were there. Is who I'm going to be going after, and I'm curious if you guys know the answer to this. What?
Terrence Ferguson?
No. Jalen Milroe.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
I'm wondering if there's. I can't remember the deal if he's going to have autos or not. He was just standing there. He would stand there effortlessly and just be going, boom, boom. And Jackson Dart and Cam Ward, they were like hitting and missing and bouncing, and he just came out and stood there and was like, dink, 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 dink. No Travis Hunter, but he was killing it, and he's a lot bigger than I thought too. Those other dudes are small. He's a big dude,
serious like arm talent. And who knows? Like, I think he has a pretty good chance of playing this year at some point.
Who else is up there? Gino.
Sam Darnold.
Oh yeah, he's definitely playing. We're gonna go get some Jalen Milroe right now somewhere.
Well, they gave Sam Darnold a lot of money.
Yeah.
So, but I
mean, he did pretty good last year. He definitely, everybody was running back to get all of his cards, you know. So
he became Jared Verse's girlfriend at the end of the postseason there. But other than that, he had a good, great regular season. So
throwing the ball to Justin Jefferson and Addison and TJ Hawkinson.
It's a pretty good gig.
Yeah, I mean,
not bad.
See what JJ McCarthy does this year. I mean,
yes,
his job, right? So.
I mean, I'm not rooting for that being in Bears country, but for the hobby, I'm excited to have this dude get a shot and see what he can do.
Yeah. I mean, and that's, one of the reasons why I wanted to have this episode, because, collectors are going to be going into breaks thinking they can get Cam Ward autos out of Panini products or Jackson Dart, which you won't. There's still going to be some value with the Titans because there's going to be short prints. There's going to be rookie cards. What team, when you're listing, if you can pull off the top of your head, what team in these breaks have been going first on PYTs and Luminance and Elite?
Don't say Niners.
Then definitely not Rams. We random the Jaguars. We random in every break. We random like the hottest team.
Okay.
We random the Jaguars. Pittsburgh, maybe.
Okay.
Who's on Pittsburgh?
Pittsburgh goes, you know what? Pittsburgh is one of those teams in breaks that it doesn't really matter the year. I think the fan base is just so massive and there's so much history with that team.
Yeah.
Similar to the Niners, but they have a lot of people that are willing to buy, and they always do a good job. Panini always does a good job of having like your Jerome Bettis autos and your, all these legends that they have, Heinz Ward and, Joe Green.
You can say that about like Dallas also is always a strong PYT team. They always have a strong checklist
for that exact reason. But I mean, nobody really likes Dallas unless you live in Dallas. That's my opinion. So
now with Ashton Genty on the Raiders, who does have on-card pen pal autos. He's also in Luminance. Are you seeing the Raiders kind of pick up a little bit more? Like people are buying the Raiders early on PYTs?
Yeah, the Raiders go first. I mean, you get stuck with, you get stuck with the Colts, I think, and crappy teams like that. Sorry, did I say that?
An Andrew Luck auto. Oh, wait, we're not in 2012 anymore. But, I mean, what would it be if Andrew Luck was still playing? I mean,
he might come back.
Might
He
come
would have.
back.
He'd have been a Hall of Famer.
Hey, do we
Will
have any?
Howard
Do you guys
for-
have your list there? What are we looking forward to here coming up with football? Let me look.
Cody's mentioning Will Howard is having a little bit of a run. huh?
Will Howard, I think that's the Steeler. That's
Yeah.
that's why the Steelers are getting embraced, because it's chance for a Ohio State QB and in a Steelers uniform. So people are going to take that that chance.
That's almost a perfect combination of
The
college
Steelers.
to
Well, the-
NFL.
And the Browns got to be going early, right? With Shador.
Oh yeah, yeah. We decided, do we random the Browns or do you random the Jaguars? And we randomed the Jaguars. So every time you buy a team, so guys come in and pick off the $20, $30, $40 teams, and they get entry to win the Jaguars, which would probably be $250 or $300 for
So
a half case.
I love that. So explain, talk about that a little bit more. So
Oh, it's awesome.
you'll
Good
do
point.
you'll do a PYT. Let's
Mhm.
say it's a half case break, and you'll pull out the most desirable team,
Correct.
and then everybody has a chance
Correct.
at that team, regardless if you spent $150 for a team or if you spent $19 for a team.
Yep. Everybody gets entered in. So you just grab the list when it fills up and you run it, and the name on top gets the Jaguars.
So essentially a 1 in 31 of getting a second free
Yeah.
team if you only buy
But
one.
like I said, a lot of guys will come in and buy all of those $20, $30, $17, $19 teams.
Mhm.
Because if they're going to buy six, $20 teams, they spend $120, but now they got 6 entries. Plus, they're probably going to buy their favorite team, which may be $60 or $70. So it moves those cheaper teams quickly,
That's smart. Have you seen other breakers do something similar to that?
No, I have not.
Yeah, I
Just-
haven't seen. I think we ran something similar to that.
I
but
really haven't.
It wasn't to that extent.
we would do on
Like
pre. on-
Spurs, I think, like we did it a couple times.
we would do we've done this with pre-price randoms, where the first 15 to purchase get randomed to get a bonus spot.
That's first 15. I started that. Why you take my shit?
But yeah, we took it directly from you.
Yeah, first 15 bonuses. Those work well in any break. Like if I got a product that really needs a little bit of help to move, we'll do first 15 bonuses. So I don't want people to wait. Like just go get your spots, because like you said, now you're entered to win a mega box of something or whatever it is. If it's, something that has good margins on it and you can afford to put a hobby box in it, that'll really get the spots moving. And then I started thinking, what about the second half people? So then I would do a closer's bonus. So now I got the other side, which is the other 15, because I do 30 teams. We never really do 32. We do BOGOs 15 and 15. So now I got the other 15. But now all the dudes that just spent all their money on the first 15 are like, well, man, what if there was something for that missed the first 15? So you could just do a little closer's bonus.
I like that.
And that helps close it out a lot faster. And when you keep pushing that, it's just all about trying to find ways to really thinking as a consumer, what would make me want to buy spots more? The other thing we do is a fast fill bonus. So when you're sitting at the end of the night and it's 11:30 and you have 6 or 7 or 8 teams left, just bust out a fast fill bonus. All right, if we close this out, I think they do it now and whatnot. There's clocks and everything, but a fast fill bonus is when you guys fill this within the next 10 minutes, I'm going to go ahead and put everybody in for this. And now you're going to win this. And we also do sellout bonus. So at the end of the night, I can go in and grab every spot that was purchased in the night. And then I make a list on a spreadsheet, and I'll put in, $102 break credit, maybe 5 spots in a BOGO break, and then you sell the other 10. So you get 5 free spots in a BOGO break, and then a blaster box, maybe a signed photo I got from Fanatics for $75, something. And I put in about 15 to 20 items, and I have a sellout bonus night. So everybody buys in, and they want to get those extra entries, because at the end of the night, they know I'm running that list.
The more you buy, the better your chances are. You got more chances.
More spots, more chances. More spots, more chances.
Love it. That's innovative. And you've been always innovative at that. You guys got to check out Top Shelf Breaks. We had a question from an audience last week, a question, and I want to include Kristen on this topic here.
Sweet.
And we can have a little roundtable discussion. And that is a little, that got a little stretched out there.
And we'll be getting into breaking.
It comes from Jason, who commented on last week's video. I'm a newbie attempting to get into breaking. I've done the business setup side, but of course, supply is the hardest. Do you have any advice for getting into or finding allocation or distributor? And says, love the video. Thanks.
Well, you're welcome. I mean, I'm going to be the positive comment on this bunch because I know where we can go with this because it is hard to get allocation right now. We've been told that they're closed for allocation. I think you just need to separate yourself from the rest. You got to devote a lot of time. So if you're trying to do this part-time, it's probably going to be a disadvantage to doing it part-time. But just make it entertaining. If you have to buy product from Blowout, if you have to buy product from DA, it's going to take you a little while to build your rep. But I think leveraging social media and being as entertaining and as unique as possible and really engaging with your few collectors at the beginning and building a solid base of collectors is going to get you to that next level where you're going to maybe get on the map and being recognized by, say, Topps or Fanatics to get you some allocation. But that's going to be your biggest hurdle. But you're probably just going to need to try to buy retail and break even for a little while until you start building up some rep.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with that. Like, building that community, trying to separate yourself from everybody else who's doing it. The other thing is, I would say, start small. Don't bite off more than you can chew. Have that customer base, and if you're doing like one break a week, that's fine. Just it's all about follow through and not holding the customer's money for a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Just having just making sure that you get the product, list the product, break the product, ship the product, and then rinse and repeat and do it over again. And again, like you fill one break 1 week, maybe in 2 weeks you can try 2 breaks, but don't get discouraged if you're like not doing 10, 15, 20, 30 breaks out of the gate. Just start small and then slowly build up.
And leveraging your communities and building your online presence. If you're only doing one break, then spend that extra 4 or 5 days, like really promoting the next one and then maybe doing giveaways to build a clientele base on, either X or Instagram, Facebook, whichever route you have. I would do all of them if you have the time. Chris, what do you think?
Well, I think we never really used to talk about allocation years and years and years ago, and it has definitely become the A word, should I say. But I do understand you need product to do breaks, but the most important thing to remember is when you're going about becoming a breaker, you're starting a business. So you have to go at this as an entrepreneurial minded person. And when you start a business, it does take time to build your business. If you were in a t-shirt business, you wanted to open up a boutique, you're not going to open your doors and have 500 people coming in and buying t-shirts unless you did some big promotion and had a celebrity behind you. So it does take patience and you have to be committed. And like Dan said, you're going to probably not make money. You made a comment, Doug, that said, well, if you're not doing 20 or 30 breaks, don't get down on yourself. That's how I felt when I started watching you guys. I'm over here like trying to fill, a dual box of Prism or something. And you guys are on case 14, but I didn't give up. I just
that's after like 7 years in or something anyway, right? Because if you go back to our first videos, it was like once a week.
Yeah, we were doing one break a week. We were doing,
Right, but you started picking up a lot of traction very quickly, and I didn't get discouraged. I mean, I was like that motivated by that. Like I can do that. So if you're just starting out to break right now, you got to remember you're starting a business. So hopefully this is your full-time job. I mean, if you're going to do it part-time, it's always going to be part-time. You're not going to be able to build a full-time business just doing it part-time wise. So you got to be committed and go for the long haul. And to get allocations, you're going to have to get noticed. You're going to have to go to events. You're going to have to spend money. You're going to have to travel. You're going to have to hit social media, like you said. It's a lot of work.
And and there's also something to be said about networking, and not necessarily networking with like distributors, but networking with other group breakers, we've.
I'm here now as a testament of that.
We built this relationship. I mean. And we always bounce ideas off of each other. It's the same thing with Rich and Ryan from Real Breaks and like all those guys. We've built this strong community, and we don't really think of each other as competitors. We just think of each other as friends first and foremost, like friends. But we're also like we're in this together. We're just building everybody up. And I think that's key if you're coming into this and you're new, like figure out, don't get discouraged by what other people are doing. Take what they're doing and implement it and put your own spin on it.
Yeah, I mean, you can't control what you can't control.
Oh, that's a phrase that I use probably 30 times a
Can't
week.
control what you can't control.
Yep, you just got to keep your nose to the grindstone. And I know it's hard. I know these, if you don't have unlimited funds and you can't quit your job, you're probably going to have to pull your 8-hour day, and you're going to have to come home at night and work another 8 hours.
That is correct. And you're going to have to work on slim or to no margins. If that's what you have to do. Do you know what I mean? You might be able to spend a day sourcing product, making deals, building relationships with somebody who's going to help you out. But I'll just say this. There's a lot of people who've been doing this for 10, 15 years, and it's getting more difficult to give time to help people. You know what I mean? Like I've done that over the years, and now your time becomes even more valuable. That's one of the most amazing things I remember as an entrepreneur and going through life. Everyone knows it. Time is your most valuable asset. It sounds cheesy and corny, but there's going to come a time in your life and your business when you realize that. You're like, holy crap, I have to actually choose where I'm going to go, what I'm going to do, who I'm going to do a podcast with, who I'm going to give my time to, stuff like that. Yep. So if you're starting out, and there's also a bunch of different platforms now, guys. There's Whatnots, there's Instagram Live, there's Fanatics Live, there's TikTok. YouTube, there's TikTok, there's all these different places. And so it's a lot easier to just grab your phone and go live, and you have a built-in customer base. We didn't have no built-in customer base. We had to literally go fishing and find them. You know,
but to their credit, they have a lot more competition, right? We might have been in a mall of 15 to 20, 30 of us full-time breakers. Now there's probably hundreds and 200.
Thousands.
Yeah. So there's positives and negatives as you can get real-time data of what works and what doesn't work, but you also are competing against price, and you're competing against different formats, and somebody that may, you're starting out, you may be able to get one case of Prism and you fill that one case of Prism, but you got a guy on Whatnot doing 40, 50, 60 cases that night too. So it's like, don't let that discourage you. Don't think, oh, my customers are only breaking with me for what I have, and then they're going to go to this guy. It's like, it's going to happen. And the accessibility of the internet, like, I know shop owners were like, oh, we're just giving all of our data to Fanatics. It's like, they can get it if they want it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, if I'm like, they want this data, like they can just run a $2-3 million.
We love those reports. Dan tells me he loves doing those monthly reports and sending them. He loves them.
I live for him, actually.
I'm like, what is this? But I wanted to bring up a topic that I've always wanted to bring up with you guys. I don't know what we're doing on time, but I'm curious, when the breaking environment today, we'd like to talk about breaking. Do you think that over the years, meaning the last 5 years or so, that breakers have somewhat become a caricature of themselves? Meaning, when somebody is starting out to become a breaker, it appears as though there is already some set of cadence, the way you talk, the way you announce, the way you do things, the things you say and do. And that, I guess it works, but I don't know. Like, it starts to wear thin, maybe because I'm old. Did we create that cadence and start it, and now it has become its own? You know what it is? You remember DJs back in the day, how they used to talk? All right, everybody, come on down the line. Every guy that was on the air sounded like that.
Yep.
And then it changed. And then the modern rock guys are like, hey, what's up? And they're just talking normal. I wonder if we're in that era now of breaking, that younger generation. The young kids that come in the shop think that's what a breaker is and it has to sound like.
You're right. It's almost like, if you talk to them in person, and I think we're all a little bit like this. We all turn it on a little bit more when we're behind the camera. But, I think I contributed to Backyard. I think Backyard, people were seeing what they were doing, and they were doing something. They were the young men doing something at a massive level, regardless of any of the controversies and what you think of them. They spawned a lot of competition that mimicked what they did. As far as, way they were doing buybacks, the way oh my God, we got it,
jumping in trash cans and stuff. Yeah, that whole
and overemphasizing to the point where it's almost like borderline non-authentic.
Correct.
Being authentic. And I think that business model was copied. And I think a lot of the younger people are looking up to them. They're probably not I just turned 43 today. So they're probably not watching my videos and trying to mimic me. They're trying to mimic somebody more of their generation, right? Same thing with all of us older breakers.
I think that if whatever you're introduced to and what you basically watch is it's gonna come out. And if you start doing it, it's like, it's your influence, right? So if you're watching a certain breaker or were introduced to breaking and you just watch their videos over and over and over. Because honestly, I can say that a lot of the older breakers were probably influenced by Chris Justice.
Yeah, I was going to mention it.
By watching a lot. And I'm not saying that any of us sounded or acted like Chris Justice, but there are certain things that I have found that we've done over the years that we probably got from Chris Justice, like showing the empty box after opening up the box and taking the packs out and then showing that empty box. I think that's a Chris Justice thing.
We do have our coupon code for any football break. We're talking about football today, so you can use code football1 for $10 off any break. So if you want to join the break for the first time, use that code. Limits to only 25 total coupons to use on Mojobreak.com. We've got a lot of national breaks. We're giving away $40,000 worth of prizes for national breaks. So any break marked NSCC on Mojobreak.com will get you entered to win. The main prize is a $10,000 gift card. We're doing some Otani boxes. There's lots of fun gold packs and silver pack prizes. And I think we've got Chris back.
I'm here.
Are you back? All right.
I'm here. Sorry about that.
I was like, man, he's just making that face. He's listening to Dan intently. He's thinking about Coors Light.
I was listening to what Dan was saying about the breakers and everything. I heard it, and then it froze up, locked up, and that was that. Sorry.
Yeah. But I think we're getting close to the end. I try to keep this to 45 minutes, and we always go closer to an hour, as I can see the ticker at 57 minutes here. But you guys got to come see Chris at our party. Also, he's going to be at the National. Go by the top shelf booth. I'm sure he's going to have some great shirts like he always does. I'm going to get one and join in some of his breaks where you can get a, if you're buying the first 15, you get a bonus, or buy a cheap team and get the Jaguars if you're chasing Travis Hunter. So sounds like a good gig. So check out Top Shelf Breaks. And Chris, it's always an honor to have you on the show, and we appreciate your time, man.
Looking forward to seeing you in a day or two.
Yep.
Definitely.
In the Chi-Town.
Always, we always have a good time. Always an amazing hang when hanging with Chris. So, and he has the hometown advantage. So,
Mojobreak in the building. 15 years.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, y'all.
Dan Doug.
Peace out.
From
Holla.
came up to the height.